Hello, Shamai, and welcome back to this Everton Let's Play on the Football Manager 2018 Beta. As you can see in front of you, we have the preview screen for our game coming up against Arsenal. The first real big test in the season so far. So you've got Bobby Madley as our referee for today, who's handed out quite a few yellow cards, so we need to keep an eye on that. And we are actually slight favourites for this game because Arsenal's form is inconsistent. And as you can see there, our form is excellent. So since last episode, there have been a lot of games played. Last episode was the crazy 3-2 victory against Brighton, where we scored 2 goals in the last few minutes. And that theme of scoring late goals has been carried on massively. We are the late goal team, as it seems. Following that, we beat Astana 3-0. To set us up very nicely for the second leg there. Nias and Sandro with a brace. And then we had a fantastic result against Manchester United at Old Trafford. We were 2-0 down. And then Nias scored and Leighton Baines with a 90+, 6th minute penalty. So another late goal playing off there. Then we went away to Astana with a heavily rotated side and won 1-0. Nias with a goal there. Another kind of dodgy game here. We probably should have been a lot more comfortable than it was. We beat Burnley 3-2. Schneidlin, a Tom Heaton on goal, and Wayne Rooney seeing us through in this one. Gylfi Sigurdsson did get injured and he was out for, I think, 4 to 5 weeks, but he's finally back today and he will be on the bench. Following that, another crazy game. 4-3 away at Palace, and we won because of a 90+ first minute goal from Leighton Baines. Sandro with a brace in that one as well as Davy Klaassen scoring his first goal this season. Then we beat Olympiacos 2-1 in our first group match in the Europa League. I'll show you the other teams in the group just shortly. Moussa Dembele scoring there, who hasn't really been that prolific this season. A little bit disappointed from him so far. And Nias scoring again. Nias has had an absolute phenomenal start to the season. And then another late goal. Sandro this time saving us as we drew 2-2 with West Brom. Rondon gave them the lead. Johnny Evans' own goal equalised for us, and they did score in the 85th minute, and then we scored straight from kickoff to secure a point there. And now we've just beaten Brentford 3-1 in the Carabao Cup. Nias and Dembele scoring there. So, if we take a look at our competitions, this is our Europa League group. We have us, Vit Guimarães from Portugal, Olympiacos and Konyaspor from Turkey. And if you look at the table, 5 games in, we're unbeaten. We haven't lost a game yet, but we haven't really played one of the top. Well, we played Man United and we drew 2-2. I take a draw against Arsenal. As you can see, we've scored a lot of goals so far, but we've also conceded a lot, and that is a real problem. We're struggling to keep clean sheets. So let's take a look at our team for today then. We have Jordan Pickford in goals, Michael Keane, Phil Jagielka, Ben Mee and Leighton Baines across the back, Schneidlin, Barkley and Idrissa Gueye in midfield, and Davy Klaassen behind the strikers, Moussa Dembele and Sandro. I think we'll actually play Davy Klaassen as a shadow striker because he always seems to work a lot better with that. If we see here, Sigurdsson finally back on the bench after quite a lengthy spell out. He was very good while he was playing for us, so that will be very good to have him back. And Seamus Coleman is very close to returning from injury, which means that Michael Keane can finally slot in as a centre-back. So here we are then. The team, you can see Arsenal's team there. Cech, Kolasinac, Koscielny, Mustafi, Debuchy, Wilshere Xhaka, and then they've got Giroud up front with Sanchez, Ozil and Walcott behind them. So a very strong Arsenal side. And we'll give them a calm one. We'll say we're the favourite. Okay, they didn't like that. The whole we are the favourite one. We are the favourites. Well, they always seem to like this team talk here when I just tell them I have faith in you. They always love that. So in terms of players and form so far, we've had our strikers have been in absolutely phenomenal form. They have been absolutely great. Dembele not so much, but it's usually Nias and Sandro that start. But because of high injury risk, I thought I'd give Nias a rest. He has played a lot of games recently, and he's always a good impact player to come off the bench. And with Seamus Coleman returning as well, might cause a little bit of problems in the dynamics because I want to play him, and that would mean it probably Phil Jagielka is forced out of the team. It could be a chance right at the start here. Dembele's in. Oh, and he's hit the post. You can see there the type of chance that he's been missing consistently throughout the season. And there's a highlight straight away when, again, can we get another chance? Alexis with the ball now. Spreads the play to Ozil. Ozil to Walcott. The space out on the wing. As we've turned him inside. Though Giroud gives it to Alexis. Ah, there's 1-0. Just a minute into the game. Dembele probably should have put us in front. And unfortunately, Arsenal have gone up the other end from the goal kick. And they've scored. Not the best so far. Not the best start. Ozil gives it to Walcott. We show him inside, which is good. But Giroud's got way too much space there. And Michael Keane's been attracted to the ball and left Alexis all on his own at the back post. That's not the best start in the world. And you can see what I meant by conceding a lot of goals. Because we're just defensively, we've been really poor so far this season. Ozil with a corner and corner comes in. Koscielny's got it. It's cleared away just about in the end. Another really good chance for Arsenal there. And we've got to be careful that they don't run away with us in the first leg. We're really approaching half-time. Granit Xhaka gets the first yellow card of the game. Not much else seems to be happening. We've had the majority of shots, as you can see. 7 shots, but just 2 on target. And we have scored a lot of goals in the season, so I fully expect us to score at some point in this game. Ozil with the corner and Giroud's header, and it's 2-0. Right. Not the ideal first half, and it looks like we're on course currently for our first defeat of the season. Corner comes in. Why has Giroud got so much space? There's 2 players there that aren't being marked. That needs to be sorted out. And you can see Jagielka and Ben Mee both on a 6.4 rating. Not the best first half whatsoever. And if we have a look at our team analysis, apparently we've got 2 positives. Well, I'd say we've actually been really poor in the first half. And we're just going to have a really nasty halftime team talk. Come on, lads. Show a bit of desire. There we go. That's motivated at least Idrissa Gueye anyway. The second half starts then. Well, considering we're almost at 60 minutes so far and nothing has really happened, we're going to have to make a change. Oh, there's a highlight. Let's just close this down. Alexis with a free kick gives it to Walcott, who's got a lot of space. He's taking it wide now. He's into the box. He crosses it and Pickford has got the ball. Maybe we can launch an attack from this. A big kick from Pickford is what we need. He kicks it up. We can't win the header though, Kolasinac, but Garner's got it now. Into Sandro, he's got a chance. Klaassen now, and it's goal. Davy Klaassen with an absolute screamer of goal. It's 2-1. We're back in touching distance of this game now. Lovely kick up by Pickford, but unfortunately we don't win the header, but Idrissa Gueye does really well. Good run by Sandro, and it's a decent tackle as well, but Davy Klaassen's there and smacks it into the back of the net. It's 2-1 now, and we do need to make a change. We'll take off Dembele, bring on Niasse as a target man on support to see if he can repeat his really good performances lately up front. He's been an absolute monster for us up front, and Niasse and Sandro have been very, very good between the 2 of them. And we're at 75 minutes. Nothing seems to be changing. So we'll bring on a Gylfi Sigurdsson, switch him from deep line playmaker onto support, and we'll change the tactics a bit as well. We'll go to attacking now. We'll try it, yeah, more closing down, be more expressive, and we'll take off stick to positions just because we need to go for this game now. Actually, there's a chance here. I'll cancel the changes if we score this. Niasse with the ball gives it out wide to Keane, who's been really good from right back into the box. Sandro, oh, and he's absolutely, oh, he's missed a sitter there. In the form he's in as well, I'd really expect him to score. We're into the last 10 minutes now. Start push forward a little bit. It's a goal kick here for Arsenal. Check kicks it upfield. We've won the header. Niasse has got it. There's a lot of players running forward, as you can see. Schneiderlin into Klaassen. Oh, and he's put it wide. Another really good chance there, and it's gone wide. We're really going quickly towards the end of the game now. Ozil with a free kick gives it to Coquelin. He's got way too much space there. Ozil, there's no one closing him down at all, even though I've got high closing down on. Koscielny back to Debuchy into Walcott. If they score here, it's game over. Ah, and they have. Alexis has scored. It's 3-1. I've got much more closing down on, so I really don't know why no one has come out to close Ozil at all there. And then there's so much space out on the wing for Debuchy, and there's even more space for Walcott, and he's put it across, and we've got 3 or 4 players in between the cross and the finisher, and somehow none of them have picked it up or tried to get the ball away. Klaassen with the ball up to Niasse. Could we get another consolation goal? Sandro's got it, he strikes it and he scores. I told you we're the king of late goals, but this one is probably too little too late. It's 3-2. There's more late drama in our games. It's a really well-worked goal. I think I'm going to change the... There we go, we'll change the camera angle. Niasse with it. Lovely ball through to Sandro. Mertesacker nicks the ball away from him, and Sandro with a lovely finish. Unfortunately, he couldn't do that earlier on in the game. And Czech hits the ball up now. There could be time for one last chance, apart from the fact that Jagielka's just headed the ball straight to Walcott there. So another good performance attackingly, but a really bad performance defensively. I mean, look at that, 26 shots on goal, 14 shots on target. I mean, we probably should be finishing some of them. I'm really annoyed that we've lost the game, and it's our first defeat of the season as well. It's always typical of when I record a video when we're in good form and we lose the game. Nias, though, keeps his good form, and Sandro. So I suppose that's one good thing. And if we take a look, I think, how many goals has Nias got? 9 goals this season so far, as well as Sandro. So, unfortunately, it's a defeat, but I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.